Vietnam, from the mystical Son Doong Cave to the breathtaking Golden Bridge, Vietnam is truly full of surprises. It's a name that conjures images, sounds, smells, a place that gets under your skin, not always gently but always memorably. You arrive, maybe a little jet-lagged, a little wary. The humidity hits you first, then the sheer energy of the place. Motorbikes buzzing like metallic insects, street food vendors calling out, life lived out loud, right there on the pavement. It's a sensory overload in the best possible way. You think you know what to expect, you probably don't. That's the beauty of it. This country, shaped like a long, elegant dragon, curves along the South China Sea. Its geography is a story in itself. Mountains that scrape the sky, deltas teeming with life, coastlines that stretch for miles, sometimes rugged, sometimes serene. And then there's the green, so much green. Rice paddies that look like patchwork quilts from above. Jungles that hold ancient secrets. It's a land of contrasts, of resilience. A place that's seen its share of turmoil, yet pulses with an undeniable vitality. You come here looking for something. Maybe it's adventure, maybe it's history, maybe it's just a damn good bowl of pho. You'll find all of that, and more. Because Vietnam isn't just a destination. It's an experience, it challenges your perceptions, it delights your senses. What's your favorite landmark in Vietnam? Then you hear about Halong Bay. Descending Dragon Bay, they call it. Sounds mythical, right? Almost too good to be true. Like something out of an old legend. And it is. The story goes that dragons, sent by the gods, descended to protect Vietnam from invaders. They spat out jewels and jade. These turned into the thousands of islands and islets you see today. Dotting the emerald waters, standing guard. A dramatic origin story for a dramatically beautiful place. It sets the stage. Perfectly. You see pictures, of course, postcards, Instagram feeds. But nothing really prepares you for the real thing. That first glimpse. Maybe it's through a misty morning haze, or under a clear, bright sun. These limestone karsts, towering pillars of rock, jutting out of the water like ancient forgotten sentinels, sculpted by time, wind, and water, each one unique, some covered in a scraggly green coat of vegetation, others bare and imposing. It's a seascape unlike any other. The scale of it is immense. Over 1,600 of these limestone formations, spread across a vast bay. It feels prehistoric, untouched, like you've stumbled into a lost world. The air is different here, salty, clean. The water itself, emerald green, sometimes turquoise, depending on the light. The depth. It's clear enough to see the shadows of the karsts beneath the surface, reflecting the sky, the towering cliffs, creating a mirror image of this otherworldly landscape. It's the kind of water that invites you in, though you might just want to gaze at it for hours. Lost in its shifting colors, its calm surface, it's the lifeblood of the bay, the stage upon which these limestone actors perform. These karsts, they're not just random rocks, they have names, shapes, personalities almost. Fighting Cock Islet, Incense Burner Islet, Stone Dog Rock. Locals have seen familiar forms in their silhouettes for generations. It's a testament to the human need to find meaning, to connect with the natural world. You find yourself doing it too, staring at a formation, tilting your head. Yeah, I can see it. It becomes a quiet game, a way to engage with this massive, silent beauty. The bay isn't static, it changes with the weather, with the time of day. A sunny afternoon can make the waters sparkle, the karsts stand out sharp and defined. Then a sudden squall can roll in. The sky darkens, the mood shifts, becomes more dramatic, more intense. Mist can shroud the peaks, giving them an ethereal, ghostly quality. Each version of Halong Bay has its own magic, its own particular allure. You're never seeing the same bay twice. The best way to see Halong Bay? From the water, no question, aboard a boat. It's not just transport, it's part of the experience. These traditional junk boats, wooden with their distinctive sails. They glide through the water, slow, unhurried, allowing you to soak it all in. There are modern cruisers too, of course, offering varying levels of comfort. But there's something about those old-style junks. They feel right, they belong here. They connect you to the bay's maritime past. Imagine waking up on a boat in the middle of this, the gentle rocking, the silence. You step out onto the deck, the early morning mist clinging to the water, the karsts appearing as faint silhouettes. It's peaceful, profoundly so, a world away from the noise, the chaos, the demands of everyday life. This is tranquility, distilled to its purest form. A cup of Vietnamese coffee in hand, watching the sunrise paint the sky. It's a moment you won't forget, not easily anyway. Cruising isn't just about passive observation, it's about immersion. The boat becomes your moving viewpoint. your temporary home in this watery wilderness. You drift between the towering limestone pillars, getting up close, seeing the textures of the rock, the way hardy plants cling to life on sheer cliffs. You navigate narrow channels, discover hidden lagoons, places accessible only by water. Each turn reveals a new vista, a new configuration of islands. Beyond the deck caves, kayaks, and quiet coves. But hey, don't just stay on the boat. Halong Bay demands a closer look. That's where the kayaks come in. Paddle up to the base of the karsts, explore the nooks and crannies, glide silently through the water. It's a different perspective, more personal. Feel the rhythm of the bay. The caves here are something else. Sungsat Cave, Surprise Cave. Climb up, enter a small opening, and it opens into vast chambers. Stalactites like chandeliers, stalagmites like sculptures. It's like walking through a natural art gallery. Each cave tells a story of geological time. Some cruises visit floating villages, fishing families, homes, schools, shops, all on the waves. A unique way of life, resilient, adapted to the water. Seeing it firsthand offers a glimpse into a different existence. It's a human story, intertwined with the natural one. Though fewer now, their legacy remains. And then there are the quiet coves, secluded beaches, swim in the cool waters, or just sit and listen to the silence. These moments of quiet discovery often stick with you the most. Finding your own little piece of paradise in Halong Bay. The road to Ninh Binh, from coastal majesty to inland mystery. After the ethereal beauty of Halong Bay, you might think Vietnam has shown you its best hand. You'd be wrong. There's another place not too far away south of Hanoi. A place that echoes Halong's majesty, but in a completely different setting. This is Ninh Binh. The journey there is a transition from the coast to the fertile plains of the Red River Delta. The landscape shifts, subtly at first, then more dramatically. The drive takes a few hours, enough time to watch the scenery change. The bustling energy of coastal towns gives way to something else. Rice paddies appear, stretching out in vibrant green, or gold if it's harvest time. Water buffalo graze lazily, farmers in conical hats tend their fields. It's a timeless scene, a glimpse into rural Vietnamese life. The pace slows down, the air feels different, thicker, earthier. You're moving inland towards a different kind of wonder. Ninh Binh province, it doesn't have the instant global recognition of Halong Bay, not yet anyway, which for some is part of its charm. It feels a little less polished, a little more raw, but no less spectacular. This is where the limestone karsts rise again, not from the sea this time, but from the land, from the rice paddies, from the rivers that wind through the plains. It's a startling sight, unexpected, like Halong Bay decided to take a vacation on solid ground. You start to see why they call it Halong Bay on land. The comparison is inevitable, an apartment. Those same dramatic limestone formations, weathered, ancient, but here, they're surrounded by a sea of green or by winding waterways. It's a landscape that feels both familiar and entirely new. The grandeur is there, but the context has changed, and that change creates a whole new kind of magic. A quieter magic perhaps, but just as potent, just as captivating. Ninh Binh, the Halong Bay on land unveiled. So, you arrive in Ninh Binh, maybe in Tam Kak, or Trang An, the heart of this Halong Bay on land, and it hits you, the sheer improbable beauty of it. Limestone mountains erupting from flat, verdant plains, rivers meandering lazily at their feet. It's like a classical Chinese landscape painting brought to life. Serene, majestic, almost too picturesque to be real. But there it is, solid, imposing, welcoming you into its embrace. The key difference? Here the water is often a river or a flooded rice paddy. Instead of a vast open bay, you have a network of waterways, winding through the landscape, disappearing into caves, emerging into hidden valleys. It's a more intimate experience. You're closer to the land, to the vegetation, to the sounds of rural life. The chattering of birds, the croaking of frogs, the distant call of a farmer. It's immersive in a different way than Halong Bay. The rice paddies are a crucial part of the scene. Their colors change with the seasons. Bright, almost fluorescent green when the rice is young. Golden yellow as it ripens, ready for harvest. Sometimes after harvest, the fields are flooded, reflecting the sky and the karsts like mirrors. This agricultural rhythm is intertwined with the landscape. It's a working landscape, not just a pretty picture. Paddling through paradise rivers, rice paddies, and rock. The best way to experience Ninh Binh's watery heart? A boat trip. Definitely. But these aren't the grand junks of Halong Bay. Here, it's small sampans, often rowed by local women, using their feet to skillfully maneuver the oars. It's an incredible sight. Graceful, efficient. They navigate the narrow waterways, under low-hanging limestone arches, through dark, cool caves. It's a journey into another world, quiet, ethereal. At Tam Kok, which means 3 caves, you float down the Ngo Dong River. Past those iconic rice paddies, flanked by towering karsts, the boat glides silently. The only sounds are the gentle splash of the oars, the rustle of reeds, maybe the distant bleating of a goat from a mountainside. You pass through those 3 caves, each one a natural tunnel, emerging back into the light, into another stunning vista. It's a journey of constant reveal, constant wonder. Trang An offers a similar experience, but perhaps on a grander scale, a network of interconnected caves and valleys. Some say it's even more spectacular than Tam Kok. More caves to explore, longer tunnels, temples nestled in serene spots along the way. The water here is crystal clear. You can see the reeds swaying beneath the surface. Ninh Binh's soul, ancient villages and whispers of history. Ninh Binh isn't just about stunning landscapes, it's steeped in history. This area was once the capital of Vietnam. In the 10th and 11th centuries, Hoa Lu, the ancient capital. The remnants are still here. Temples dedicated to the Dinh and Le dynasties, surrounded by those same dramatic karsts, which once served as natural fortifications. Visiting Hoa Lu is like stepping back in time, walking among echoes of emperors, of ancient battles, of a nation's birth. Beyond the ancient capital there are the villages, small communities nestled among the rice paddies. At the foot of the mountains, life here moves at a different pace, slower, more connected to the land, to the seasons. You can cycle through these villages, see traditional houses, watch farmers at work, kids playing. It's an authentic glimpse into rural Vietnamese life. Unfiltered, unpretentious. People are generally friendly, curious. A smile and a nod go a long way. The cultural experiences extend to the temples and pagodas. Bích Dong Pagoda, for instance. A complex of 3 pagodas built into a mountainside. You climb up, past ornate gates, through caves, to breathtaking viewpoints. It's a spiritual place, peaceful, serene. 2 faces of wonder, an unforgettable Vietnamese tale. So, Halong Bay and Ninh Binh, 2 destinations. 2 expressions of Vietnam's staggering natural beauty. One, a majestic seascape, islands born of dragon's fire, emerald waters. The other, an inland echo, karsts rising from a sea of green, rivers winding through a timeless landscape. They are different, yet they share a common soul, a sense of ancient grandeur, of nature's artistry at its most profound. Visiting one without the other, you'd be missing half the story. Halong Bay offers the thrill of the cruise, the vastness of the open water, the mystery of its countless islands and grottos. It's ideal for those who love the sea, who dream of drifting through a mythical landscape. It's a place of awe-inspiring scale, where you feel small against the backdrop of immense natural power. The adventure there is one of discovery on the waves. Kayaking into Vietnam offers some of the world's most unique sights. Which one did you find more impressive, Son Doong Cave or the Golden Bridge? Share your thoughts. If you like this video, please like, subscribe and share. See you in next adventure.